Yes. Welcome. Okay. Ready? Okay, Emre, please stay here with me while I give explanations about what today is all about. So you guys, please, team. Yes. Okay. So you guys might be wondering, like, why is there like so many people here, including students, joined us? Our entire staff is here. remote education, heads of education in person, everyone is included here. So yeah, the reason we decided to have this special is because let's go over the agenda. And the first thing we're going to find is a 2023 annual video. So yeah, before I say anything about it, I would like to invite Emre to tell us what happened throughout the year in 2023 and what today's event is all about in a nutshell. Emre, would you like to take the stage to explain what this is?
Thank you very much, Dagim. So, team, when we look back, the year of 2023, it has been more than a year for A2SV for sure. Because as we are going to see in a few minutes in the yearly video, when I consider everything that happened throughout the year, it is unbelievable that it was just a year. Because there has been a lot in terms of education, in terms of project development, in terms of organizing events like A2SV Hackathon. We have done a lot as a team. And this is the moment to take a step back, watch, and enjoy. So this is our work. And there are a few things that I would like to remind before we go into the video, guys. How many people in the world that A2SV did their life harder than it is? For whom, what kind of obstacles they are putting in front of them? And for how many people we make things easier? For how many people, based on statistics, based on data, we open doors that were not available before. So Addis Ababa University has been around for a long time. Software engineering department as well. Other partner universities, University of Ghana has a huge history. Us too, Adama. Even Adama is apparently founded in 1994. Like it had some transformations, but the school had the roots that deep. And there was no A2SV 5 years ago. And look how many doors we have opened. Number one, to the developed world. Number two, to ourselves. Sometimes we may be overlooking, but team, let's be realistic. So far, I haven't seen an A2SVian who got an opportunity at the top tech companies and looked back. I know those people are going to come in the near future. But when the circumstances are like this, the opportunities A2SV creates for A2SVians, the ones that we are taking right now, sometimes we may be overlooking them. So this helps us to stay together, use our brain cycles to do something great for Africa. I'm not sure if there is such kind of potential and opportunity available in so many places, especially in this continent. So I just want all of us to see the big picture, see the impact A2SV is having, and realizing that we have the ownership. This is happening thanks to all of us. And we have the responsibility because this is happening with our efforts. Thank you very much, team. 2023, with its challenges and happy moments, is over. It was great. A2SV has definitely reached new horizons. And now, let's take a look where we have been to.
Thank you so much, Emre. Where is a round of applause, guys? Okay. I'm going to make sure that people attending remote
In 2023, we aim to educate 330 students. We surpassed our goal, educating 484 students. Our students have secured internships and full-time positions at top tech companies like Google, Palantir, Block, and Bloomberg. The companies with which we formed partnerships and we continue to grow by partnering with the University of Ghana and Adama Science and Technology University in Ethiopia. We hosted the largest hackathon for Africa, uniting 47 African countries and over 3,700 participants, breaking barriers and supporting innovation with generative AI. Expanded remote education, connecting top students from various African countries and top African universities. Thanks to Google for the continued funding support. It helped further our impact and operations, develop 5 impactful digital projects by our core development teams, grow our support team globally with visits to our HQ in Ethiopia. Overall, we are committed to supporting sustainable development goals. Throughout the year, students engaged in diverse learning experiences, enjoyed outdoor adventures, celebrated wins, and actively participated our hackathon, where we proudly hosted students from 6 African countries for our grand finale.
Here in Africa, it's very difficult to find high-quality education. So that's what A2SV gives us, an opportunity to learn about something when we don't have enough resources about it. If that person achieves their dreams, they would be able to impact their community, their country, their continent, as well as the world.
Really great to be there. People were so motivated, so eager to learn, and clearly you feel that you can make a difference there. I think that's the most important thing. But in Africa, basically promote talent and get that talent to shine is not easy. I believe that most people have potential to be great, but they never have the opportunities to be great. And then that's one reason to help A2SV.
More students than ever are graduating and are ready for internships and full-time positions. You can also volunteer your time as a mentor, donate old technology, or contribute directly at a2sv.org. Let's invest in the engineers of the future today.
In 2023, A2SV transformed hundreds of lives through tech education in Africa. With your support, we can continue empowering dreams and ignite digital transformation. Together, let's shape the future of technology in Africa.
About now? Yes. All right. So this is what happened throughout the year in 2023. As you guys have seen, multiple achievements. So this is us trying to cram everything into 3 minutes, because anything more than that, it will become its own weekly wins. So this is we tried our best to summarize what happened throughout the year in 2023. So now it's time for the staff members, the students, and the remote heads of education, including everyone here in A2SV, to play their parts in extending this reach throughout the entire world, right? We want what we have done so far to be heard throughout the entire world. This will definitely help us to secure donations. This means A2SV will have more reach to help more Africans. And yeah, this is going to be extensive for people attending virtually. So now I am going to walk you guys through. So it's like we had the same post on all of our social media platforms. And now I'm going to need you guys to take out your phones. Everyone, people attending virtually on YouTube. Us two members, Abdurrahman, I can see you right there. Ebenezer, make sure everyone have their phones out. I'm going to share my screen and walk you guys through the process of how we can extend the reach on LinkedIn. Is that clear? Any questions? Clear? Awesome. Okay. So now we're going to start off by going to LinkedIn, all right? So yeah, the first thing we're going to see is the post. Obviously, since I follow A2SV, the post immediately shows up. Okay, do everyone have their phones out? Right? Okay. So we can look up Africa to Silicon Valley if it's not on our feed. All we have to do is just type A2SV, right? It's gonna show up. The first result is going to be A2SV. Everyone look it up. It has 11,000 followers. All you have to do is go to that page. Any problem so far? All right. Okay, Baruch, Blaine, I want you guys to share the captions now. Done? Cool. Okay. So as you guys can see here, it says repost, right? Click on repost. Very easy process. And then repost with your thoughts, because we obviously have some things to say about A2SV, don't we? I have mine prepared. So if you guys want to come up with your own words, this is, the stage for you guys. You guys can say anything that you guys want, as long as you mention A2SV, you mention Google, and you mention Emre. So let's start by doing that. If you guys don't have anything in mind right now, we have sent template captions for all of you guys. So Brooke has sent for the in-person heads of education, and for the heads of education in person and the students. Blaine has sent for the remote heads of education as well as the students. As for our staff members, which includes product team, core dev team members, if you guys can go to your respective channels, core dev, you guys can go to the core dev channel. I have prepared the template caption there. You guys can easily copy that. Product team, you guys find it as well, right? As for the communications team, since I'm also part of the staff, I am going to copy and paste my thoughts here. So here it is. So this is what I had to say about A2SV, right? Proud to be part of the A2SV team, where we are crafting innovative solutions to address Africa's pressing problems. The journey in 2023 was about learning, growing, and appreciating our efforts as a team. I am excited for what lies ahead for A2SV, the students in Africa, and myself. Thank you, Google and A2SV, as well as Emre, for your support. And with little, A2SV has done too much. So all I have to do is just post this, but here's where the problem lies. All you guys have to do is go right behind where A2SV is mentioned, right? Type @ The moment you do that, this is gonna show up. So all you have to do is just select the first option, and then it's gonna be bolded, as you guys can see, right? A2SV Africa to Silicon Valley. And then the next thing is head over to Google, right? Okay. A lot of action going on. I'm going to mute my notification for now. All right. And then I'm gonna head over to Google, and then I'm gonna do the same thing, type at, and then I'm gonna be faced with the same option as you guys can see. Done? And then finally, there is a backend developer in A2SV called Emre Varol, regular backend developer. We're just gonna choose him and see what happens. Right, so here he is. So yeah, let's tag him, because I actually would like to take this opportunity to give one round of applause for Emre as well, because I know we've all tried to do much for A2SV in the year 2023, but we all know at heart like who had the lion's share when it comes to actually, putting heart and sweat and blood to the success of A2SV. So please. Thank you so much, Emre. So yeah, now once you've tagged them, all you have to do is just hit post. Now I have successfully done my part. I have reposted, and then I have about 1,000 connections on LinkedIn. And this is what's going to happen. I'm going to share this repost to 1,000 of my connections, and they are going to do the same. If you guys are going to do the same, hopefully we will have this reach. By the way, I'm not kidding. We might have over 1 million reach on LinkedIn if every one of us are playing our parts. So have we done that? Who here has done that? Let me see the hands. Okay. I guess I'm going to have to teach you guys how to raise hands, right? I did that to group 5 education last time. So the way we raise hands is, right, 90 degrees up. All right, this is how we raise hands. This is going to be your first lecture from the social media team. Okay, so who has completed their tasks? Simon? Have you done it? Can I see? Show me your phone. I'm kidding. Okay, no pressure, no pressure. Okay, so have you guys completed? I'm going to quickly make sure things are going smoothly with our remote attendees as well. Okay, so Abdul, how are things going on the Ask2 end? I mean, I can see you, so all you have to do is just give me a thumbs up. Okay, have you made everyone repost?
Yeah, yes, I did. Everyone.
Okay, thank you so much, Ipsa. Yes, so with this simple process, we can increase the reach for A2SV. So yeah, basically that's it for LinkedIn. So do you guys have any questions so far? Okay. If not, I'm just going to quickly head over to Instagram. Post hasn't showed up yet. Right. Same thing goes for YouTube. So now what I'm going to do is share this link with you guys. So the YouTube link that we have. So all you guys have to do is navigate to this YouTube link. I'm going to share it on the general channel so you guys can all see. If you guys don't know, the general channel is the channel where I posted when I beat Nati Taddele on chess. It was on Checkmate. I'm not going to lie. It felt satisfactory. But yes, I'm just going to publish that on the general channel. You can find the link there, and just make sure to go and interact with the video so we can get more reach. All right. So I have prepared like extensive documents on for people who might have missed this session. I have prepared a document on how you can go and interact with our social media posts. So yeah, things are going to be not that hard. So yes, all I have to do is like put a comment. Hey, love from Africa. I mean, these comments, they don't even have to be that deep, right? All what you guys are thinking can be passed down here. So basically, this is it for the campaign we had. It was supposed to take 10 minutes due to like internet interruptions. It took 20. But if you guys have any questions, please raise them now. If not, I will be sending you like a detailed document through your heads of education, through your team leads. And you guys can freely interact with the social media posts that we have for our yearly video, right? Any questions? All right. Right, so how about a comment for our annual video? What was that, Jerusalem? It was nice. So yeah, I would like to give credits to Ezgi Uzun, our head of social media, who is currently located in the States. So yeah, Ezgi is our boss, apparently, let's say. So Ezgi made this video happen. She had a lot of iterations, back and forth reviews with Emre, as well as the organization. So I would like to give the stage for Ezgi if she's with us. Ezgi would like to say something.
Hello, yes, guys, I'm here. Thank you so much. It happened because of your help. I'm so happy it came out really good. Thank you.
Okay, we understand it's a morning time for you, so
Yes,
I'm not
I'm
going to
awake. It's kind of 5 a.m. here.
not going to ask to turn on your camera. Though. All right.
No, no. But thank you so
Okay,
much.
thank you. All right, Ezgi.
All right, thank you, Dagim. Yes, so we finished sending out all the contracts, and if there is any mistake, if you are working at A2SV and you haven't signed the contract, please let us know. We may have forgotten some people. Next, the gap payments. We got the full picture from remote education, and they start being processed. David, do we have David with us? David, how about CoreDev? Did you get the full picture from CoreDev?
We're about to get a full picture from core dev, and we will finish it maybe today. If not today, we will finish it on Monday.
Okay, thank you very much. Meaning the processings are going to take place in the next few business days, and hopefully early next week we will be done with the gap payments as well. And as you have seen, our annual video is out. Please interact, share with people, because we want this beautiful story to be heard by more people. And about Expo, so just the beginning of this week, we are notified that they are going to make it in the second half of March. Therefore, it didn't take place in the days it was originally planned. We are done with the public and press speaking education on my end, and Brian and Jordanos are also going to go through this with Task Public Relations firm. So these are the wins from the week. And when we look at the picture for the next week, so we are aiming to start small application and submit by the end of next week. Brian is mainly working on it, and hopefully this time we will be making a strong application with the full picture. Next, we are going to kick off the camp for G5. I think we will hear more details when it comes to in-person education time. And as I said, we want to finalize the gap payments. So payrolls are set. Once the gap payments are finished, then we are going to be fine in terms of finance with everyone in the team. And what else are we going to do next week? For the development phase projects, we are going to have reviews with our seniors because we want to bring in their input in the early days before we start sailing the ship. Therefore, they are going to go over our upcoming projects and leave their input before development starts. And next, for the projects that are under core dev, since the expo is pushed, we are going to set new milestones because this is a great opportunity. We aim to have a retention before it in days, definitely is going to help the core dev team to prepare products that are going to be ready to see public. Thank you very much, team. Any questions or points?
I have a comment, Emre.
Yes.
So as an organizational update, I have noticed that the intensity for Amharic speakers as well in Message has increased. So do you have any comments about that? Or?
Definitely. So team, it's not my pleasure. I love getting massage, but I don't like giving massage. I'll be very frank. And I am also not happy with the situation. That's why I increased the dose of the massage, because we can act more professional, guys. Like, don't always only think about yourself. I am asking this especially for the bottom 20% speakers at A2SV. Your accents are thick enough for the international audience that they are going to have difficult time understanding you. And for you to speak better, you need to practice more. And for you to practice more, since we don't have any other exposure, you don't speak English with your parents. You don't speak English with your college mates. You speak English mostly at A2SV. Therefore, we want all of us to realize that this is a big potential, an opportunity for our members who are supposed to improve their communication skills more than anyone else. We want to be a global organization, and we want to do things with the world standards. This is the reason I am asking you, all of us, to act more professional and use English in office when we have the opportunity. Thank you. Any other questions, comments? All right, thank you.
Thank you so much, Emre. Okay, yeah, let's move next to educational updates by Brooke McConnell. Is there a reason why there is a sudden switch?
All right, thank you, team. I'm Brooke McConnell. I'm currently Deputy Head of Academy for in-person education. For this week, we have a bunch of friends, I would say. First up, as Emre mentioned slightly, we're going to be kicking off the first camp for G5 students, and we finalized the preparation for the kickoff. Next up, we are working on creating YouTube lecture series that will be utilized by even non-A2SVians. And for our A2SV students, it could be also used as a source of recaps for our remote students, generally for anyone who's interested in data structure and algorithms. And we're planning to do the YouTube lecture series more seriously this year around. So for that, we're preparing guideline, and it's still in process. It's going to need a few reviews, and we'll be finalizing it in the coming week. Next up, we're working on improving the students' bio. We're planning to add our Generation 5 students for on our website, and some of our students' biography parts need to be improved. As a result, we've been working on this, and a few students are remaining. So hopefully, in the coming week, we'll be following up and finalize this as well. So, like with the education, our 3 different schools are going on like 3 different paths. For AAT, we've been on the final break so far, but in this week, we have received our heads of education. They are back from their final breaks. They are fully here, and they are dedicating their time. to prepare things for the upcoming camp. As to team are on their final breaks, and in the next week we'll be back in Addis Ababa as well. For Adama, we had the MOU signing. We actually went there, and it was a good time. We made the team. We spent a good time there. We had some good meals, and the Adama, even like the campus people were also welcoming. We had a great time there, and we signed the MOU. And also, we covered linked list lecture, and it was given by Emre. I think it's been a while since Emre given data structure lecture, and it was a nice seeing him give such kind of lecture as well. For G4 secondary education, we finalized the camp planning. We're gonna have camp for both G4 and G5. The G5 one is the usual one, like the one that everybody knows, the DSA camp. For G4, this time around, we're preparing developmental camp, and the planning is finalized. For the preparation of the kickoff for G4 camp, the team is working on it, and it's in process. I guess it will be finalized early next week. Next up, most of our G4 students are requesting for certificates to show that they have finalized their education in A2SV. So the team is working on it, and we'll try to provide the certificates. Moving on to the plans. For G5 education, we'll be kicking off the camp. And since we're gonna have the kickoff on Wednesday, we'll only have time to cover one topic, and that's going to be prefix sum. For Addis Ababa AS2, it's going to be still a final break. So it's going to be the second week for their finals. For Adama, we're gonna have the camp kickoff for the 4th and the 5th year students, but the 3rd year students are going to be on their finals. So the 4th and the 5th year students are going to continue with A8. For G4 education, the plan is first finalizing the first week plan for the camp. Next, kicking off the camp for AAT and assigning projects. Next up, we'll be distributing the certificates for the Generation 4 students for their 1st year education process. Then, like in order to get these certificates, one student who have been through the G4 education have to, like, there are some things required from them. The most important thing is finalizing their internal interviews, passing their internal interviews, and also working on their resumes. Their resume needs to receive green light in order to be certified. So like we have to, you know, not every student have finalized their internal interviews. As a result, we'll be reinitiating the internal interview process because, like, obviously our students are going to need this certificate, and this is going to be the prerequisite. All right, team, these are the updates and the plans for in-person education. If you have any question, I'm ready to answer. All right, thank you. Thank you.
And as for Ghana education updates, we have Fisum Abigu here. Let's see if he's online. Let's say, are you with us? Okay, Fisum, you can actually start by sharing some personal wins, right? What's been happening is you guys can see Fisum, he looks a lot different now, right? It looks like a cake. So yeah, please tell us what happened in Ghana and just a brief personal win, and you can give us the Ghana education updates.
Okay, hello guys. So this week my personal win was I came to Ethiopia so safely, and the other one is I got to defend my final year project title, which is good, and also yeah, those were the wins. Like,
You came back and you got to defend your final project.
yeah, that's it.
Still an undeserved place.
Yeah. So regarding this week's weekly wins, so the final exam breaks are over, and we'll be starting our camp next week. And the camp budget has been approved, and also all of the contents for the first 2 weeks of the camp have been prepared. And also for next week's plans, we'll be finalizing physical space paperwork, and our students will get to have get to be onboarded to the dormitories. And we'll also be finalizing the dormitory payments. And there is a mentorship program which has been going on, and that will continue. And also, we'll be having our camp kickoff on February 8th. So those are the wins and updates. So, do you have any questions? Thank you.
All right. Now let's receive some education updates by remote and community education from Yared and Feruz.
Thank you. Hi everyone, my name is Blaine, and for G4 we distributed the both Olympic winners prize, and the last win that we had for this past week is we worked with the product team on project ideation for the second year education. And the plans that we have for the next week is we want to continue on the second week of the onboarding phase for our G5 students. And other plan that we have is having a day out for remote education heads. And this will also include community and finance. And the last plan that we have is finalizing the idea selection for the second year education project phase. So yeah, that's it. Feruz.
Wait. So like, what is having a day out for remote education, community, and finance?
Yes. So we are going to have a day out for remote education, but we can have it with everybody else.
Everybody is not included.
Community. Others had their day out also.
Okay.
Yeah. Any questions?
Questions for the remote education? No. Thank you, Blaine. Yes, and now let's have community education updates by Feruz. You go, Feruz.
So, hello guys. I'm Damnet, not Feruz. So, about community education, this week we have finalized the interviewing candidates. So, as you know, for February conversion, the application was open for AU, ASTU, Adam ASTU, and Addis ASTU. And we have finished interviewing Addis University and Addis ASTU, and we have also covered some part of Adam ASTU. There are some students that remains. They will be conducted on Monday next week, I guess. So that's the first update. The second one is finalizing post-interview process for AU. So AU students, I think they will start their camp starting from next week, Wednesday. So we need to know the people that are going to join in this camp early on. That's why we have finalized the post-interview process. What remains is selecting the top candidates. The last one is progress working on our Telegram chatbot. So we are trying to create a Telegram chatbot for community students so that they can chat with the bot if they have any question. It's kind of, it uses Gen AI. So instead of asking us several times for common questions, they can have this conversation with the chatbot. So that's also in progress. For the plans in next week, we'll announce interview results for February conversion. This is only for Addis University applicants. The others will be announced later. The next one is conduct interview for ASTU candidates. As I mentioned previously, there are some candidates that haven't been interviewed yet. So we are going to conduct those interviews in the next week. And the last part is community education kickoff preparation. Currently, we have already sent out learning paths for the community students. And they have participated one contest previous Saturday, and the second contest will be on this Saturday. So starting from the next week, we'll be accepting new community education community students, and we'll prepare the community education kickoff so that to launch it the week after that. So that would be all. Any questions? All right.
Thank you, Vanessa. And yes, as for today's communication updates, Vanessa, will give you the communications updates as Dagami is traveling to Zimbabwe for a certain break. So what happens throughout the week? Is the A2SV 2023 annual video that's been published, as you guys can see today. You guys, please, again, I would like to remind you to interact with the video, right? I'm not going to forget my purpose. So yeah, A2SV 2023 annual newsletter and brochure preparation has been finalized, right? So the brochure, obviously, things keep happening in A2SV, and as things happen, certain updates need to be done, right? So we might have like a higher number of placements and stuff. So we made these necessary updates, and then LinkedIn reach outs through while sending emails via Emre's account. This is something that Vanessa has more details about. So this is why I highlighted. Question? No. So this is why I highlighted it as yellow, because I have limited information on what's been happening throughout with the sending of. As for social media posts and videos, our remote education kickoff has been done. We played our part to promote that better, and we are using social media as well as the annual video, and rolling out the February content plan. Today we're standing on the 2nd of February. So the social media team is guided with this certain content plan, which we follow to guide us through the month. And as for our plans, the CoreDev projects showcase video. Where the CoreDev products, let's say, they're not projects anymore. The products are already finalized and they're ready to be marketed. So the first step in marketing is to have a solid social media presence. And after that, we would like to create a video that showcases what the product is, basically. So we're going to have a conversation with the team leads as well as. And question? No? Okay. And then we're going to be preparing this video. And another one is Adama MOU, like Memorandum of Understanding, has been signed on Wednesday. So the social media team was not able to go to Adama in person. So we managed to send Brooke McConan, which I would also like to take a second to show gratitude. Brooke, thank you so much for covering for us. And the Adama MOU have been signed, as well as the adult Memorandum of Understanding. So the reason why we delayed this post is because we wanted to have initial standing posts with these social media platforms. As for adult, for example, there has not been a single post on the adult social media platform. So before we jump into the Memorandum of Understanding post, we thought having a welcome post on the social media platforms would be ideal. So that's why we decided to push it to next week. This might also happen tomorrow as well. And we'll also continue our LinkedIn reach outs by sending personalized emails and setting up meetings. So as part of the communications team, this is something we have to handle. And then finally, the social media, Adama social media assistant manager vacancy post has already been posted, and we've had around 6 or 7 applicants out of the 30. So I will be running this interviews, and hopefully in the future we won't have to bother Brooke McConan for going there and taking some videos for us. And this is pretty much it for the communications end. Do you guys have any questions? Yes, Lydia. No questions? Why did you raise your hand? Okay. If we don't have any questions, let's receive some updates from business and product updates by Brooke. Jerusalem. Here you go. Yeah. Thing about the product team is I always have a huge chunk of updates, right? Every time. I don't know. Yeah. No, just what?
Wow.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so hello everyone.
Mic to your mouth and just speak louder.
Hello everyone, I am Brooke Mellasa and I am a product designer here at A2SV. So let's continue on our updates. Okay, so in this update, we have UI UX and then the BIs and the product managers. And let's focus on our wins now. So we have finalized the expo deliverables by collaborating with our core dev and students. And then on the UI team, we completed the iKills landing page. And also we are we reviewed the student projects. Currently, we have 7 student projects on our hand, and we also have 3 interns currently supporting us on designing this the student projects. So we are always reviewing and giving updates on each project. So we continued also to hold strategizing sessions with core dev teams, and also we helped organize and review other media pages. Like the idea is we are taking some inspirations from other social media pages, and then after that we will use it for our social media page for all core dev and student teams. And then we assigned 1 BP for every core dev project. For example, Zalalam is handling the skill bridge, and then Muse is handling the rated. Heo is handling the Afrochat, and Lydia and Nahu are having the iKills part. So what they are actually doing is they are overseeing the JIRAs, and then they are providing support with retentions and overseeing their social medias and etc. So on the product part, we selected three projects for remote education, and we conducted marketing research for all of them. And also we prepared a product testing template for the core dev projects, like which helps us on the functionality testing and UI testing and other stuffs. So these were our wins for our plans. We provide feedback to the previous expo deliverables and set new ones. Of course, we were finalizing the expo deliverables, but since the expo is postponed, we are still preparing some feedbacks and setting new deliverables. And on the UI team, we will start designing the check-in checkouts dashboard next week. And also we will interview full-time applicants. We have actually about 40 applicants for our full-time members, full-time application. And from 40 applicants, we will interview 10 applicants. And yeah, that's on the UI part. And we will work closely with core dev project teams with main focus on retention and product testing. And we will also prepare and present one-pager and pitch decks for remote education ideas. Like as I told you before, we have 3 projects on hand. So we are on the first, we finalized the first phase, which is marketing research. And the left thing is one-pager and pitch decks. After finalizing that, we will choose 1 project from 3 of them, and they will continue working on it, the remote students. And then the team will finalize internal interviews for full-time project managers. Yeah, I think that's our update. So if you have any questions, you can ask. Okay, so thank you. Okay, next we will going to have development updates. The first one is Afroshat. So Tadios, you can give us your updates.
I take my job while you're out.
You are outside.
Okay. Hi everyone. So for us today, I guess this week was mostly focused on the testing the mobile and the Telegram mini app. Since there was no expo, we just figured out to review the features and make sure everything is in place. And we're in some progress on that, but it's going to be an iterative process, so that's going to continue. Also, for the next expo, we have prepared a set of plans and deliverables to implement, so that is complete. And also, we hosted the mobile app for inter testing on Google Play, and the next step is going to be closed testing and open testing before the final deployments. So plans for mostly is focused on the March 15 Expo preparation. That includes we're gonna be trying to deploy it also on App Store, so that iOS users can have the same access as us, as Android users. Also, we're gonna be fixing bugs and having additional improvements because there are some buggy features that needs to be checked and improved. And also, we're going to add some additional features and redesign on the homepage, which includes different design, like the tools page and the persona page needs to be changed and redesigned based on some user feedbacks. At the same time, we're going to be working on the payment gateway setup with Telever and Chapa. Everything is done, but we need to have some kind of documents like team and other information before we can have the payment setup completely. So that's also going to be our focus. And also, ChatGPT for access. We have been discussing this with OpenAI, and like so far they didn't give us a specific guidance on how to get it for enterprise purpose. But there are still communication being happen. Hopefully we get it. If not, by March 15 for the expo, we'll have alternate solutions rather than just getting it directly from OpenAI. So that's pretty much it. If there is any questions. Also, for if there are new members here, it will still be best if all of you can join the Telegram discussion group and LinkedIn page. Thank you. Thanks.
Okay, thank you, Tadios. Yes, let's get Adona for Adot.
Thank you, Doug. For adults this week, our accomplishments are first, we start discussing the doctor side of the app. Upon the recommendation from Blue Health, we are starting to think of an app for the doctor so that they can keep track of the pregnant mothers. Second one is, and for that, we have also started drafting user stories, and we'll be finalizing it next week. We are also updating the content for our landing page. We also included a Amharic version. It's already been added to the landing page. We also have started testing new features on the mobile app, like the quiz and other features, and we're trying to address the issues for the expo. We're also reviewing quiz and the digital content prepared by Blue Health, and once that's finished, we start to populating it next week. As for our plans, the first is, as I said before, adding the quizzes in the digital contents was once the review is completed. The other one is finalizing the user stories for the doctor's flow and getting it reviewed and starting implementing it. Preparing schema design for the doctor's flow, onboarding women from other communities. This will be in collaboration with the manager of Natwatch. Since she has a lot of community members in her already established social media platforms, we'll be onboarding some of them to our platform as well. And we also continue implementation on our admin dashboards, since we added some additional analytics for it, and we'll be implementing those. So that's it for adults.
Lisa.
Yeah, for Akil, this week the wins are we have done our first in-person volunteering today. It's a website content update.
Wait, can you explain more?
So this organization in Arakilo posted an opportunity that says we want someone to update our content, YouTube links, videos, pictures on their website. So they went there and volunteered to do that. Yeah, that's our first volunteer. Yeah. 5 successful NGO in the volunteer connections. We made calls and connected them. We will make sure next week that they go and volunteer. 3 new opportunity postings. 2 is from A2SV. 1 is a skill bridge content review. The other is it's volunteering for Akil's mobile development. And yeah, we want to benefit from the platform. So the other one, we completed volunteer certification. So after volunteers done some volunteering activities, we wanna certify them through Akil. So that's done. And there are here and there some bugs. So we were fixing those this week. Our plan is we wanna volunteer on the opportunities that are on Akil by ourselves. There are some tutoring opportunities. So our main focus next week is that. And we want to onboard a new mobile volunteer. We want to do a physical visit to the NGOs. Like we have some scheduled meetings, so we want to conduct that next week. We are forming partnerships with student groups. So this one, CTP, is training high school students to send to Ivy League schools, and they want the recommendation letter from volunteering. So forming partnership with such groups will help us to get more volunteers, and we will do that next week too.
You don't have any questions for Team Akil? Let's get Dani out here to explain. Whoa, so everyone has changed today, including myself.
Hello everyone. This is Didier from SkillBridge. For this week, the first win is we have in-team content review. So basically, we are trying to review our contents before we launch our app. So we have different contents for different subjects, and we plan to recruit teachers, and that process is taking a bit long. So we decided to have our own in-team content review. So basically, we are conducting in-team content review for different subjects. The other one is pitch deck review and update, as well as presentation rehearsal. So this is not completed since the expo was postponed. We decided to focus on other things, but we are making calls to remote members so that they can review our pitch deck. The other one is we conducted our contest feature. We tested our contest feature. So basically, we have a contest feature on our app, and it's a last added feature. So before we launch our app, we are planning to have a test on that contest feature. So we had 2 sessions this week, and we have improved a lot of things based on those testings. So the other plan was to actually conduct this contest with actual students for natural and social streams. So since we are finding different bugs when we are testing our contest feature, we decided to postpone this for next week. The other one is we are generating answering explanation for national exams. So we decided to add more national exams on the previous past years, and the other ones we miss. And we have already done that. And this week we generated the answer in the explanation for those national exams. The other one is review and update our landing page. So we have reviewed it, and we decided to come up with a new design. Since we have a bit time before the expo, we are planning to make a new design and design our landing page from start. The other one is post-content review volunteers. So this is basically the one posted on Akil. So we are looking for volunteers who can review our content. So if you are good on any subjects, you can volunteer on Akil so that you can review our content. So that's the wins for this week. So the plans for next week is the first one is planning. So since we have extra time before the expo, we decided to have a new planning on that time. The other one is we'll be conducting more in-team content reviews. So we haven't finished all of the subjects as well as the questions. So we'll be continuing the in-team content review. The other one is we are having different comments and feedback on the contents on the contest feature. So since it's a live contest, there are different things that we should look out. So we are continuously addressing those comments. The other one is we'll be finalizing our landing page UI design and start the implementation. We will also address the comments given on our pitch deck and the presentation. And the other one is we'll be conducting our first contest for natural and social students with actual students from St. Joseph and other 3 schools. Any questions?
There are any questions?
Good review.
Okay.
Next week. Yeah. Probably early or the worst is Saturday.
And yes, let's have Tibebu for the Reddit updates.
Okay, for waiting. Our first win is we passed our 1,000 reviews mark. So even though like we estimated a higher numbers, like FS events and core dev members were really good. Some of them on giving reviews. So we thank you for that. And we were working on image cleanup and also like a logo for position for restaurants. We were working on finalizing some mobile features like quick review, search on restaurant menu. This was requested by some of our like early users in the core dev that finding a menu was a bit challenging, so we added that. And we also introduced leaderboard. And another one is we were working on the data collection where we added 20 new restaurants. And we also introduced Slack experience sharing where you could, instead of just using the mobile app, you could also share your experience on Slack. So for the for the plans, we are going to introduce the leaderboard. So for now, we have all-time leaderboard. So we're going to introduce weekly and monthly basis leaderboard stats. So you could see how you've done on the weekly basis or a monthly one. And we're also going to work on promoting the Slack channel more. And we're going to do internal mobile testing. We're also working with a product team. And also data collection, we're going to add another such restaurants in the coming week. And we're going to try to finalize our Telegram mini app to also make it convenient for you to add reviews for those. We couldn't introduce the iOS app for you. So now we're going to show you a mobile demo of some of the features we've added. So Abeni.
Okay, so the functionality that I'm going to use, we call it quick review. So the idea behind it is like, let's say that you are at a restaurant and you want to take the picture before you eat the food and save it. And after you finish the food, you want to give the review after later. So the basic idea is you open your camera, take the picture and save it as a draft. And once you finish eating your meal, have the done, you go to your drafts and like complete your review. So then notification will be sent to you once you saved it as a draft, like repeatedly within 30 minutes. So the basic idea, okay. So we open our camera, and so since currently I don't have a food at the moment, let me pick from the gallery. This is the picture I took earlier from Amri Chicken. So I select the pictures. If I have multiple, I can select multiple images. Then once I select multiple images, I will. Oh, I think the Wi-Fi is off. Wi-Fi. So once I select the food, I'll save the draft. So once this draft is saved, I can eat my meal. Then every 30 minutes, a notification will be sent. I can look at the draft message in my profile. So every 30 minutes, a reminder will be sent, like to complete the review. So once I eat my meal, I'll finish my review. So here I'll choose the rating based on what I feel. So since I enjoyed it, let me give it. So once I complete my review, I'll just save it. Sorry. So as you can see, the review I gave last is this one, the chicken mofu, and my review will be submitted, and my draft reviews will be like deleted since I already gave my review. So basically, the idea behind this is like to make your experience giving reviews easier. So you don't have to like search for the restaurant, search for the item, and give a review. Basically, you can just take up a picture, take the item food, and save it to the draft, and once you finish, you can submit the review. So another feature is we have, as Bini was saying, we have completed implementing the leaderboard, so you can see your standings from the others. So here, currently I have 170 points. That's okay. So I'm in the next place. So here you can say you can check your standing, and based on your reviews, you get points. Once those points are updated, your ranking will increase.
How much points do you get per review?
So per review, for the food you're eating, if you're the first 3%, you'll get 10 points. If you are the next 3%, you'll get 5 points. It's deducted. Well, yeah. So the first comes the better. So as also since this is showing the all-time points, we're currently including the weekly and monthly standings. That will be finished the next week. Yeah. So basically, these are the features that I'll share with you. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Abel. Okay, great.
Dagim, you're muted.
But you are with us regardless. I was asking if you are with us.
Okay. Just remove the quote of the day because I don't want to start with it today. Hello, guys. Nice to be here among you once again. I'd like to ask a question while we start. Does anybody remember what I have talked last week? I can see the Abrahot audience. So if I can see any hands who just remember what I have been talking about last week. Dagim is there. Emre is there. Somebody around there as well. So basically, this is something that I'm going to talk today. Last week, we talked about reviewing ourselves and our work. So basically, I had another question and a small task for you to do to review the process of what you are doing or review a document or a code. Can I see who has reviewed his or her own work before sending out to another one? Any hands? Nice. These are better than I expected. Thank you. Okay, basically, this is a nice start for me because I really doubt and want to be sure that my words, my advices are resonating with you to take some action. For today, I'm going to talk about being grateful and being in peace with yourselves. As you know, in A2SV, we have a saying, talent is everywhere, but opportunity is not. So basically, now I'm going to ask another question. Who among you are sure that A2SV is giving them a great opportunity? Can I see the hands once again? It's very strange not to see all the hands in the air. Why? Because, guys, A2SV is giving you a great opportunity. If you are a student, you are having the opportunity of being well taught. If you are a head of education or head of something, this means that you have been seen valuable enough to lead a team of other people. For me, I can definitely say that I'm very grateful to be among you, to be with A2SV. Why? Because this is a way of, let's say, a way of my paying back my experience, my past, let's say, hard working to some bright minds like you to make your future brighter than it could be. So basically, we should first understand that we are in an environment that we are given high value, and we should be grateful for it. How to express this gratefulness? That totally depends on you. But please don't forget that there are real and logical ways to express this gratitude. The first one is working hard. You are given a chance and you should be paying it back by working hard. Secondly, taking responsibilities. You are given tasks within A2SV. So basically, you need to fulfill them, and you need to fulfill them in a way that it is the best, the real best that you can offer. So, to sum up, being grateful means doing things right. For example, just think of the last year. We couldn't have too much placements at big tech companies. Why? Because there was a shrinkage in the manpower and layoffs from big tech companies. So this really affected our schedule and our plans. However, on the other hand, I can see and know that more than 100 of A2SV alumni now working for A2SV and being paid for the work they are doing right now. So this is another thing to be grateful of. There is a song, Hold On What You Got and Know Its Value When It's Gone. Something like that, I don't really remember. So you will definitely don't understand the value of A2SV and being an A2SVian if you are not an A2SVian once a day. So basically, be grateful and pay it back by working hard, by taking responsibility, and of course, by thanking God that He has put you there. Now, the quote for today is from Rumi, where he says, wear gratitude like a cloak, and it will feed every corner of your life. Take care, guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Arkat. Yes, so if we don't have any questions with this, I would like to conclude February 2nd weekly quiz event. Everyone have a wonderful week, and please do not forget to keep interacting with the new social media posts that we've published. I will send you like detailed documents through your representatives on how you can do that. So the students will receive some instructions from the heads of education, and A2SV staff members will also be receiving some instructions from their team lead. So I will pass all the documents to you today, so you guys can take 5 to 10 minutes to interact with our social media posts. And also, Mr. Alfer, thank you for taking your time to be with us. And yes, have a wonderful weekend, guys. Thank you.